So, what is rationalism? Well, rationalism is about thinking rationally, and not about something. It's about using reasoning and logic to reach our decisions and conclusions and work everything out rather than using faith.
When?
I met a human the other week.
Oh! Hello!
Oh no, don't.
Tell us more! Okay, I'll put it back onto Chris.
So, rationalism and irrationalism.
Chris.
Well, I even went... What? It sounds all distorted and weird though. I actually went all the way to dictionary.com to look up rationalism, and the official definition is having or exercising reason, sound judgment, or good sense. So, to be a rationalist, you don't even have to apply science and logic to everything. You just don't have to be stupid. Apparently that's quite a challenge to a lot of people. It's also about knowing when you're wrong. You know, I mean, a lot of the problem with faith is that it's absolute, and you can never be wrong, even when you blatantly are. Whereas any rationalist is open to any of their beliefs being wrong. Irrationalism, on the other hand, or absolute faith, as some may want to call it, is when you believe something on a lack of evidence, or bad evidence, or twisting the evidence, or coming to a conclusion and then looking to the evidence to see how it supports your point. That's not what science is about. I think one of the most powerful things about rationalism is the power to question. You have to question everything, and that's really what rationalism is about, because only through questioning can you know things are really true. You can assume something's true, but until you question it, look for the evidence, and find out the other possibilities, you can't know in any particular degree of certainty whether something's true or not. And of course, anything could be wrong. I mean, 1,000 years ago, we knew the world was flat. Some people still know Jersey is a real place. We, of course, now know that these things are not true. So, what's the advantages of rational thinking? Why should you be a rationalist? Well, it's about adaptation and evolution of beliefs. Quite simply, if you stick with the same beliefs, you're going to end up being wrong about a lot of things. And, you know, people are just going to laugh at you when you say, haha, I know the world is 6,000 years old. Because it's not. And you just need to move on. I mean, even the Christians are doing that these days. A lot of people will tell you that Holy Scriptures have never changed, and everyone else's beliefs have, so the Holy Scriptures are clearly right. The scientific methodology behind rationalism has never changed. It's always about being questioning, it's always about taking the theory with the most evidence. There's just been no alteration to it. It's maybe our methods have been improved, but the actual thinking behind it has never changed. So it is quite a reliable system. And it can be applied to anything. A lot of people say there's a difference between science and religion and God. You can apply scientific methodology to God, run tests if he's there. You can't prove that he's not there. Science applied to God. And it creates a more moral society. If you're making rational judgments and thinking about how they affect other people, you're just generally going to be more caring than someone who isn't. I just want to take a quick look at parallels between religion and other discourses. First thing I want to do is address the issue that Einstein was a theist. We all, I'm sure, know his famous quote, God does not play dice. But he was in fact an atheist. That was, if you know, you just said the universe does not play dice, it's not got the same impact. And of course Einstein was of course massively wrong on quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics work really well. And even though he was such a great physicist, he was simply wrong about that. So at the end of the line, why shouldn't we question religion? So even though this talk has actually been hideously short, even though it's the longest one I've planned, I'm just going to do a quick conclusion. It's basically been about reasonable and logical. It's about questioning everything. It's about knowing and admitting when you're wrong. And that's pretty much rationalism in a nutshell. Any questions?
You already converted me, I think.
Yep, same here.